moving on to scripting languages and the development of viruses using scripting languages. It is not correct to say that scripts are programs. Programs execute independently from any other application, whereas scripts are associated with the application programs. Scripts are used to write viruses mainly because a virus writer using scripts does not have to master a programming language. These are a few examples of scripting languages. They have certain common features in them. They're all associated with a particular application program that is written in a different programming language that enables the application program to be adapted to the user's needs. Scripts are interpreted and not compiled. Let us now take a look at Java and viruses programmed using Java. Well, it is a known fact that Java is an object-oriented programming language and that its main goal was to let programmers code in a manner which allowed fewer errors. This was achieved by avoiding low-level constructs that were provided by languages like C. This complicated the writing of viruses using Java. But we also know that Java is a platform-independent language providing portability of a program to any operating system platform that runs the Java virtual machine. The Java code is simply on a .class file that can be ported to any platform to execute. This could mean more trouble. A virus could be written to affect any computer at all, regardless of what operating system it runs on. There are two types of Java applications. As you can see, there are applications and applets. Viruses in Java applications are far worse than those in applets. This is because applets cannot perform operations that compromise security, unlike applications. The first virus that was coded using Java was called Strange Brew. This infects the .class file, and when the infected program is run, it duplicates itself within other uninfected .class files. The extent of the damage, however, depended on the significance of the thus infected .class files.
Windows is more popular among the majority of home computer users. Linux is less popular. But it is believed that Linux is a much safer environment than Windows. Of course, this does not mean that Linux is immune to viruses, but it means that there are a much less number of virus infections reported in the Linux environment than in Windows. Linux used to not execute Microsoft Windows, MS-DOS, and Apple Mac executables. This provided a certain sense of security in the Linux environment. Unfortunately now, due to the widespread use of Windows and Apple Mac operating systems, Linux was compelled to provide execution means for these types of executables. Contradicting with its secure belief is a network file system that is provided by Linux, because it provides vulnerability for the spread of viruses within a network. Linux machines generally act as a deadly carrier of viruses. This is because, as you can see, many viruses do not attack the Linux machine directly. They lie dormant in the machine and then spread to MS-DOS machines in the network. Currently, we can see an incline in the usage of Linux due to the belief on its security and simply the fact that it is an open source operating system. This can lead to greater virus threats in times to come.
I would now like to talk to you a little bit about a modern concept of malware. An Austrian group of virus writers have published new proof of concept malware code that targets Microsoft's forthcoming Windows PowerShell technology. This concept code is much similar to batch-type viruses written in JavaScript or Visual Basic. PowerShell malware poses an increased risk because enterprises currently do not block PowerShell scripts on their network yet. Well, in conclusion, we can say that high-level languages like BASIC, C and Pascal have been designed to generate standalone programs, but the assumptions made by these languages render them almost useless when writing viruses. They are simply incapable of performing the acrobatics required for a virus to jump from one host program to another. And so, we see that assembly language is preferable over other contemporary languages. Thank you.